It's delicious tears, delicious tears. Welcome to the foodie scene. This time around, we're gonna get a little baking in our bones, in our systems here, and we are at the beautiful home of Rachelle Crum Cakes. Hi Rachelle, how are you?
Good.
And this is my assistant for the day, Gabriella. So this was inspired by a show that I love to watch, that Ella loves to watch, that Rachelle loves to watch. It's called Nailed It.
If you've ever tried to make this, but ended up with this is the show for you.
Nailed it.
So we thought we would do a little Nailed It today. You're the pro baker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what made you want to get involved in baking cakes? I mean, when did you really start to put, spoon to batter and get mixing?
To batter. I have always loved to bake. I mean, from the time I was probably this age, maybe even younger, I've always been in the kitchen baking. And then when I had kids myself, I was like, I want to be able to make these awesome cakes for my kids for birthday parties.
If you say to mom, hey, I'd like a donut cake, does she deliver?
Not always.
So you and your mom have put together all of the components of this cake, and we, the two of us, actually have to put it together and decorate it. What's going on with this cake here? I mean, what are we actually making, Rachelle?
So what we have is a triple chocolate fudge cake. It's 4 layers, and then with a vanilla buttercream, and then the yellow on top is a white chocolate ganache, and then we have sprinkles around the bottom and donuts on the top.
It's time for the foodie scene. Let's get baking. It's kind of like scrubbing up for surgery. Okay, it's time to go in. All right, so one of the things that we have to do,
Just cut off the top.
we do have to cut off the tops? Like,
Yeah, or else it won't leave.
how do we have to, is there do you shave them? Okay, so the first step Ella tells me is that we have to make these cakes even so that we can put them on top of each other. And
Or
this-
else it will be the Leaning Tower.
Yeah, a Pisa cake.
Good one.
So yeah, how do we start doing that, Rachelle?
So what you'll want to do is you'll want to find the place on the cake that has the lowest point. And then you're going to take your knife, just like this, and cut off the top of the cake so that you have 4 even layers that are, straight across, so that when you stack them on each other, they're going to stack straight up and not lean all over the place.
I mean, to start from the lowest part is what your mom said, which means, oh, it's cutting. Okay, everybody, say a little prayer for this.
I'll open the trash can.
Oh no, I'm not doing it correctly.
Oh no, it's wobbling.
Oh no, I think I made it work. Shave a little off the top, huh? Give it a little haircut.
Yeah.
Well, now I know why it's called crumb cakes, right? I'm not doing a good job.
Oh, look at it. It looks like Mickey Mouse.
It does. A really sad Mickey Mouse.
There's the frosting.
Okay.
This is gonna be your caked base. What you'll wanna do is pick the one that you want for your bottom of the cake.
This one or this one? Which one? This one? Okay.
Okay, so you wanna put a little bit of frosting right in the middle of this so your cake doesn't slip around on it. Put frosting on top of that one.
And then we smooth it out. Wow, you are good at this. Sometimes I see people do this.
I think that was,
Is that pretty good?
I guess.
Have a cake twirler if you want one.
I never knew that that's what
There
this
you
was
go.
supposed to be.
And then you can twist it.
Oh, look at that.
I typically do is put that one on upside down.
Okay.
So that you have the kind of crisper edges. There you go.
How are you doing over there, Everly?
Good.
Everly is our, you're like the referee. You have
Yes,
to tell us
referee.
when we're out of bounds. It's okay, we'll fix it with frosting.
I might have to use my hands.
I'm cool with that.
Oh!
Okay, we need a lot more frosting. 3, 2. Yeah, how did that go, Everly? Are we still okay? All right.
We're gonna do what's called a crumb coat first.
Okay.
So what you'll do is you'll put the frosting on, and that's gonna hold the crumbs in place.
Okay.
And then we'll put another layer of frosting on top of that, and that'll be your actual layer of frosting. So you do the
Nice.
crumb coat first so that you don't get all of these
Crumbs
crumbs
in my
in your
frosting.
frosting and you don't see
Are
it.
we ready?
No. I'll hold that.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Everly. Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh, it's raining cake!
well, it's a 3.5 layer cake now.
I don't know if there's any hope at this
There's
point,
no
guys.
hope for lifelines. Okay. We had a few minor hiccups, but as they say in the world of baking, you gotta keep going. I don't think they actually say that. I'm making that up now. Bonus, frosting hands. You know, even our camera guy is laughing at us right now, and he's my husband.
I don't generally use my fingers as much as Crystal does.
What are you talking about? 36 hours later, we're still here. I mean, it doesn't look that much different than your mom's cake. Yeah, I think this is pretty good.
it out.
As soon as I talked, something bad happened. And now we move to the next step.
I think you just take a handful and then smooth it around.
I just kind of pour it and then use my hand to
Pour it here?
on the cake, and then use my hand to kind of stick it up against.
Oh, that's fantastic. How do you do this with by yourself?
I don't know. We're gonna make ganache with
Oh, a ganache.
So what these are is, these are white chocolate chips, but they're colored pink. Because
Okay.
It's easier just to buy them colored than to make them colored. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some heavy whipping cream.
Okay.
And we're gonna warm it on the stove. And then once we warm the heavy whipping cream, we're going to add these into it, stir it all around, and that's gonna make our ganache.
Baking is not in my blood.
6 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. Okay. And put it right into the saucepan. Now we'll turn the burner on to about medium.
Okay.
You'll want to watch it. You don't want it to get to like a rolling boil.
Okay.
So you just want to warm it up, get some bubbles in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll take it off the heat once it gets to that point.
Ah, yes.
Okay, you're probably good now. So we can take this, turn the heat off, and then you can pour all of those right in there.
You guys remember Ghostbusters 2 with the pink ooze that took over the city?
Put a little bit in there to thin it out a little bit, just one at a time.
We're gonna wait for it to cool, and then we're gonna drizzle it.
You're not gonna just pour it all on the top and let it drip down because it's not gonna be pretty if you do
Okay.
that. So you'll start on the edges and you'll take your spoon and just kind of make a little drip down, and then you'll just go all the way around the cake and do your drips. And then once those are all done, you can fill in the top with the rest of the ganache.
It looks like a pink nightmare. This cake. If I went to a birthday party and I saw this cake, I might stay at that birthday party. So do we just stick it in a little bit?
Yeah, you'll want to stick it in the donut first.
The front should be the good part.
That's this part. No, well, where's the good part? It's gonna fall. And, oh wow. Oh, look at it, it's beautiful! So this is the amazing, delicious donut cake that we were going for. Are you ready?
Yeah.
And this is what we did. When I look at this, I don't want to only cry. I would say that this cake, I think is pretty good. What do you think the judges will have to say? We have Jeremy and Everly.
It's actually not that
A
bad.
scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this cake?
What do you say?
25.
25.
25!
So there's a few blemishes in there. Sprinkles are fantastic. The pink definitely covers up some of those blemishes. And all in all, not too bad.
You think we nailed it?
I think so, yeah.
Nailed it. All right, I think we did it. And you know what? Here's my advice. Don't bake this at home. You have to hire Crum Cakes and a professional named Rachelle Crum.
And it will turn out like that.
Exactly. What do you want your birthday to be? This or this? All right, that's the foodie scene today, guys. Thank you so much, Ella. That was fantastic. Thank you, Ms. Judge. 25 from this one. I love it.